Today's list is the ultimate binge guide for adrenaline junkies, the top 10 best new action anime. These shows aren't just action-packed, they redefine what anime action can be, with visuals so sharp they'll cut right through your screen. We're going deep into each pick, the story, the characters, the most jaw-dropping fight moments, so you can decide which to watch first. Let's lock in, load up, and start with number 10. Number 10, Dead Mount Death Play Setup. Imagine you're the most feared necromancer in a fantasy world, facing the ultimate hero in a do-or-die showdown. You cast one last spell, but instead of victory or death, you open your eyes in modern-day Tokyo in the body of a teenage boy. This is where Dead Mount Death Play begins, and it wastes no time dropping you into chaos. The first big action sequence, a gritty Tokyo back alley fight where our reincarnated necromancer uses magic in subtle, terrifying ways, snapping bones with invisible threads, summoning spectral hands to grab enemies, all while blending into the crowd like nothing happened. What's brilliant is how the fights blend urban crime action with supernatural wizardry. It's like John Wick meets dark fantasy. Later, there's a warehouse battle against an entire Yakuza squad, where machine gun fire is met with magical shields, and shadows literally come alive to choke out enemies. The tension never lets up because every fight is unpredictable. Will it be a bullet, a blade, or a curse that ends the scene? If you love action that mixes genres and keeps you guessing, this one's your wild card. Number 9, Revenger Setup. This is samurai noir at its finest. Raizo Kurima, a skilled swordsman, is betrayed by his own clan, forced to watch his life crumble. He falls in with a secretive group of assassins, the Revengers, who take out the corrupt, the powerful, and the untouchable. The first standout fight happens in the rain, lit only by paper lanterns. Raizo faces multiple enemies on a narrow street, and the sound design is perfect. The hiss of the rain, the wet crunch of sandals on wood, and the sharp metallic bite of each sword clash. Every strike feels deliberate, every block a life or death decision. One of the most memorable scenes is a duel on a bridge under a blood-red sunset. Both fighters are breathing heavily, their eyes locked, waiting for the perfect opening. The fight lasts only seconds in real time, but the tension makes it feel like an eternity. This anime doesn't do endless sword swings. It does every cut matters, and that's why it hits so hard. Number 8. Hell's Paradise Jigo Kuraku Setup. Gebamaru the Hollow, the deadliest ninja alive, is sent to a cursed island to retrieve the elixir of life. His companions, criminals sentenced to death, and their executioners, who are just as dangerous as the island's monstrous residents. The first big fight will hook you immediately. Gebamaru versus a giant man-shaped statue with 4 arms, each wielding a different weapon. The choreography blends ninja agility with raw brute force, Gebamaru darting through trees, dodging massive strikes that shatter the ground before landing a precise blow to a weak point. Later, there's a jaw-dropping tag team fight where Gebamaru and another convict battle plant-based monsters that regenerate instantly. The animation by Mappa makes every slash, every explosion of petals and blood look like something out of a twisted art book. It's survival horror meets samurai battle, and every encounter leaves scars, both physical and mental. Number 7. Undead Unluck Setup. Andy can't die. Fuko's touch brings devastating bad luck. Together, they're hunted by a mysterious organization. What follows is chaos in its purest form. In one early fight, Fuko accidentally sets off a chain of events, a collapsing building, exploding cars, and falling debris, all aimed at their enemies. Andy takes full advantage, throwing himself into danger because he knows he can regenerate. It's a fight and a comedy sketch match rolled into one, but with real stakes. Later, they face an opponent who manipulates gravity. Picture Andy launching himself like a human missile while Fuko times her bad luck to drop a shipping container on the enemy mid-air. The sheer creativity of the powers makes every fight feel fresh. You never know what absurd yet brilliant move they'll pull next. Number 6. Buddy Daddy's setup. Two assassins take on the toughest mission of their lives, raising a little girl. Balancing daycare runs with deadly missions creates some of the most unique action setups in anime. One major shootout takes place in a crowded hotel ballroom during a mafia wedding. The assassins move through the chaos with John Wick-level precision, switching guns, sliding across tables, and using chandeliers as cover. The tension doubles because they're trying to keep the child out of sight while bullets fly. Another unforgettable sequence is a car chase through neon-lit Tokyo streets, rain blurring the lights as they weave through traffic. Gunfire mixes with screeching tires, and one wrong turn could mean disaster, both for the mission and for the girl's safety. It's the perfect mix of adrenaline and heart. Number 5. Solo leveling setup. Sung Jin-woo starts as the weakest hunter alive, barely surviving low-level dungeons. Then he's granted the power to level up infinitely, and everything changes. The first wow moment is his solo raid on a dungeon boss that wiped out an entire party. The boss is 3 times his size, with armor like steel and an axe that can split stone. Jin-woo dances around its blows, his daggers flashing in the dim torchlight, until he lands a critical strike that shatters its defenses. By mid-series, his powers let him summon an army of shadow warriors. Imagine a battlefield where dozens of spectral soldiers charge into monsters, led by Jin-woo cutting through enemies like a ghost in the dark. Every fight is a visual feast of speed, strategy, and pure dominance. Number 4. Trigun Stampede setup. Vash the Stampede, the most wanted man alive, is a pacifist gunslinger in a world that wants him dead. In one unforgettable sandstorm shootout, Vash is surrounded by bounty hunters. He uses ricochet shots, environmental tricks, and lightning-fast reflexes to disarm them without killing anyone. The swirling sand, flashes of muzzle fire, and dynamic camera angles make it a cinematic experience. Another tense moment is a standoff in a crumbling tower where every shot risks bringing the whole structure down. Vash's skill isn't just in shooting, it's in finding a way to win without unnecessary death, making every battle both thrilling and meaningful. Number 3. Blue Eye Samurai setup. In 17th century Japan, a mixed-race samurai seeks vengeance on the 4 white men who may be her father. The fight choreography here is almost frighteningly realistic. One snowy bridge duel is so detailed you can hear the crunch of snow underfoot and see the breath of the fighters in the cold air. Every block, every strike is perfectly timed, with blades clashing so close you can almost feel the wind. Later, there's a full-on brawl in a burning building, flames casting shadows over the chaos. The smoke makes it hard to see, and both fighters stumble through falling beams as they try to land a killing blow. It's artistry and brutality rolled into one. Number 2. Chainsaw Man setup. Denji's world is hell, literally, and his chainsaw-powered body makes him the perfect devil hunter. The Eternity Devil fight is a masterclass in endurance and madness. Trapped in a looping hotel floor, Denji fights for 3 days straight, his chainsaws roaring as he hacks away without rest. Blood sprays, walls crack, and Denji's manic laughter fills the air. He refuses to give up. Another standout is the Katana Man fight in the middle of a busy city street. The two clash with insane speed, each blow throwing shockwaves through cars and windows. The mix of urban chaos and over-the-top violence makes it unforgettable. Number 1. Attack on Titan, the final season. Part 4 setup. The war for humanity's future reaches its explosive conclusion. The rumbling sequence is unlike anything anime has done before, Hundreds of colossal titans marching across the world, flattening cities underfoot. The sound design alone is terrifying. The ground-shaking footsteps, the distant screams, the crumbling of entire landscapes. The final fight against Eren's massive founding titan form is a desperate, all-or-nothing battle. The Survey Corps dodges bone-like appendages the size of buildings, leaping through smoke and fire in a last-ditch attempt to save humanity. It's epic, emotional, and the perfect closing chapter to one of anime's